What's going on, guys? Welcome to your 39th Java game applet tutorial. Alright, so we have this comment here from Valio84. It talks about, often getting 4 or 5 platforms on top of each other, which makes the game pretty difficult. So what we're going to do is we're going to adjust the way that our platforms are recreated on the right hand of the screen after they run off the left side of our applet. So obviously we're going to go into the platform class. Alright, so we'll jump in there. Okay, and actually, it's kind of difficult to, get some information about our platform array, and that's all of our platforms, obviously, and then, change it within the format that we have set up here. All we're going to do is create a getter and setter for our x value, and then we're going to comment out our x value within our platform class. So again, you can just right click and then go to source. Right click, source, create getters and setters for, again, the x value. Alright, then we're going to copy this if statement, and then we're going to go into our starting point class. I know we kind of are getting sloppy here, but whatever, too late to fix it now, right? We're pretty much done. We can clean some of this up later if you guys really want, but we don't have to. Alright, so we're going to go within our run, or the run statement of our thread here. We're going to paste this just as a reminder. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say for int I equal to be 0. Again, as I is less than, again, our platform variable, which we called platform, I believe, dot length. Oops, it's not called platform. What is it called? P. Even easier. P dot length, and then I plus plus. For each one of these values, we're going to set up an integer value. Call this a test x, and this is going to be equal to our p current position dot get x. Right? So we're just going to get the x value of whatever specific platform we have within our array. So for each one of our platforms, we get the x value, and then what we're going to do is we're going to test that if, and then we're going to test this test x value within this if statement that we copied over. So we're going to copy that, paste it within there, and then go test, and that will give us a test value. Again, we're getting a width error as well. So let's go into our platform class and create a getter and setter for width as well. So right click source, getter and setters, width, again for platform class. Now we can access the width variable. So back into our starting point class, we're going to say p, and then I as well, whatever we're currently running in our for loop, and then dot width, dot get width, I'm sorry. And there we have our if statement set up. So this will cycle through all 7 of our platforms that we have, and it'll get the x value, then it'll test the x value, see if it's off the screen. If it is, what we're going to do is we are going to say our p, and then I, then we're going to say set text, or set x I should say, and this will set the x back to the right hand side of the screen. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to, instead of just setting at a random distance on the right side of our screen somewhere, 2,000 pixels away, we're actually going to space it out from the platform right in front of it. So basically how this is going to work, if platform 4 within our array runs off the left side of the screen, it's going to go to the right side of the screen. It's going to be like, it's going to be looking for platform 3, which should be in front of it, and it's going to be like, okay, I know where platform 3 is, I'm just going to space myself a certain distance away from platform 3. So we're going to say the current platform, again 4, we're going to set the x value to our platform I minus 1, so that will be 3. Again, we're on platform 4, we're setting the x value to wherever the current x value is for our platform 3, or the platform right in front of it, dot get x, And then we also want it, we don't want to have it in the exact same spot as our platform, so we're going to say plus p, again, I dot get width. So right there, all it's going to be doing is touching platform 3, or the platform right in front of it. So we want to add some space. So how can we add some space? Let's go to the pictures dot level, and then we, that'll return what level we are, either level 1, 2, or 3. We're going to times that value by, let's say, like 150, or actually let's times it by 10, and then we'll also throw a random value in there. So let's set up a random R. So we're going to say r.nextInt, and we'll give it a distance of like 200. I don't know, I'm just going to wing in it. So that's kind of how that's going to work. I know there's a lot of math in there, but hopefully I kind of explained that, how that's going to work. For platform 0, it's going to be a little bit of a problem, because he's going to be all excited. He's like, oh, what's up, guys? And all the other platforms are going to be like, oh, hey, buddy, yeah, we got this sweet new little algorithm that we got going on to separate us. He's like, oh, cool, I want to try this. And he's like, oh, okay, the first thing I need to do to set my x value, again, if I'm on the left side of our screen, is, figure out, where the platform in front of me is. And it's going to be like, okay, I got to say 0 minus 1, and then we need to find, the platform in the -1 position in our array. And he's going to be like, oh, man, there isn't one. This algorithm sucks. So we got to accompany position 0. So all we're going to say is if we're going to say if I is equal to be 0, we're going to pretend like our I is, 7. So 7 minus 1 is 6, and that's what it's going to set its distance to. So basically it's looking for the position of the last platform in the array. You get that? So what we're going to do is we're going to say fake I. We're going to set this equal to be p dot length plus 1. So that will return a value 1 greater than the last value in our platform array. And then when we subtract that 1 here, it will make the adjustments itself. But the problem that we're having here is, fake I obviously isn't a variable yet. So let's set up this int fake I. We're going to set this equal to be I to start out with, okay, for all the other numbers. Alright, so now we have our fake I variable set up, and then all we're going to do is we're going to change this, I here to be fake I. Get it? We don't want to change it here because, again, if it was 0, then it would be position 7, which would be, a null position. We don't have a position 7 within our array, so it would give us an error here. So we want this to actually be the I value. So again, like P0, we're going to set the X value of the P0, and this is going to look for the fake I, which will be essentially just the I for all of our other numbers except for 0. If it is 0, it's going to say like, 7. It'll return a value of 7, and then we're going to minus 1, so it'll be 6. So it's basically looking for the platform in front of it. Hopefully you guys kind of understand how that works. Again, you can make the adjustments however you want according to the level difficulty. I ran it and I got some errors. I must have done the math wrong or something. Just take out that +1 that I did here because we won't need that. Alright, my bad. Because this will return a value of 7 for us. And then we'll take 7 minus 1 here, so that'll be position 6, which is the last platform within our array. This 200 is a little bit overkill for the beginning of our game, so what we're going to do instead is just say times a random int of, about 25, something like that. So let's save this, run it, and I'll show you guys the final example here. So right now our platforms are still pretty close, but you can just see them appearing on the screen over there, which I don't really like. But that's just one way that we can solve the issue. See what I mean? They don't seem to like flow on the screen, but hopefully the gap will get bigger and bigger as the levels progress, because it'll be like 2 times a random number between 1 and 25. But you know, that's how you can kind of separate it. You know, it's not perfect, but hopefully you guys kind of understand how that works. You guys can modify it however you want, and I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Peace. Now that that's over, I'm gonna go eat some bacon.